Most people, they think that success is all about luck or talent or being born into the right family. But some of these factors is also a part of it. But the truth is, every successful person that I've actually studied myself talks about the same core principles that I'm going to be introducing to you guys today. Now, these 5 principles are actually the needs for you to be able to reaching your goals. 4 of them you've probably already heard all 5 of them. But I will just be breaking it down for you guys and how you can actually be able to achieving these core principles so you can achieve your dreams. Because if you have forgotten one of these principles, you will not be able to achieve your dreams. Only by extreme luck, if you are that lucky. So, but the last one is the most common mistake by everyone, or almost everyone, that over 95% of people does or do. And that stops them from not being able to succeed in their life. And I will be breaking it down for you guys so you know and what you need to do, and also motivate you and inspire you so you can start also yourself. So let's get straight into the video. The first core principle is discipline. Now, for you who don't know what discipline is, discipline means that you're doing the work even when you don't feel like it, when you don't want to. It's the foundation that keeps you moving on the days that when the motivation is gone. You don't want to do anything, but the discipline helps you keep going. So you choose the discipline because without it, nothing else stays consistent, to be honest. People need discipline to stay committed to their goals in long term. So what you can do to develop discipline is to set a fixed daily routine so you can actually stick to it. It's like doing some habits that helps you change your mind towards discipline and able to do discipline even better. So also a really good thing to do is then removing distractions before you start working, meaning phone, social media, and so on. And then use timers like 25 minutes where you have a focus time for 25 minutes, which will help you stay focused and have your mind being clear so you can think about your goals and also not thinking about social media all the time, because that's really taking a lot of time. And the last being that commits to doing the hardest tasks first each day, so it will get easier further in the day, so you don't have the hard task at the end of the day. The second core principle will then be consistency. And for those who don't know what consistency is about taking small steps every single day. You choose this because consistent actions, even tiny progress, can create massive long-term results or success. Most people fail because they start strong, but they can't stay really consistent. And that's also another word of being motivated. So the consistency is, okay, let's just say motivation. This is it's a perfect way to visualize what it is, motivation. It's like putting gasoline into fire. It will make a big fire, but it will not last for so long. Instead of just putting wood in it, wood will last longer and will also make the fire grow bigger with time. And so how you can actually develop consistency is to create small daily goals every single day that you actually complete. You have to complete these goals, like have a check mark on each completed goal. You can do this you can track the progress on an app or in your notebook. And you have to work even on low energy days, even if it's just for a small amount of time, even if it's just 10 minutes. Everyone has 10 minutes to do something. And that's how you actually can develop your consistency and go even further. And also build habits instead of relying on motivation. As I said, it's like pouring gasoline into a fire. It will create a big fire, but just for a split moment. It won't last long. And also a book I would definitely recommend you read about changing your habits will then be Atomic Habits by James Clear. And as I said, this book is really awesome. It helps you change your point of view on how you can actually change your habits and create some good habits instead of having bad ones. So I would definitely recommend you read this book. It's one of the top recommended books by most successful people, and it's a very good investment. So please go and check it out, see if you can find it yourself and buy it and read it. The third principle will then be never giving up. I don't really have to explain it, it stands for itself, but persistence is it's the ability to keep going when things get hard. Never giving up is a really tough thing to do when you're down on your lowest. But if you don't give up, that will then lead to success. You can choose this because very successful people has failed before, but they have never given up. They've never given up. Because when they give up, then they will not be able to succeed. If you have given up, you can't succeed. So that's why you should never give up, even if you have failed. Let's say your company has failed, but don't give up on it. You can still succeed after failure. Never give up. That's one of the most common mistakes that most people do, and that actually takes them down and doing so they're not able to succeed. Now, how you can develop the mindset so you don't give up, you can do this from learn from your failures instead of taking them personally. So, as it just stands for itself, you can learn from your failures. Don't take it personally, because if you take it personally, that's where the giving up part lies. So, also a good thing is to break big problems into smaller, so it's easier to step over, or it makes it easier. And also celebrate small wins. When you celebrate small wins, that helps you also stay a bit motivated, and also being able to stay with consistency. Every day, if you have small wins, that also helps you wanting to keep on going. And that's also a part where you can actually stay consistent. So yeah. And also surround yourself with people who actually support your goals. That will be your close friends that support it, and the people that will help you anytime when you're down on your lowest, which is usually being the closest in your families, but also your best friends, if they are true friends, of course. So that is never giving up. That's the third principle, core principle, which I definitely recommend. Think about it. Never give up. It's very reasonable. Just never give up. So the fourth core principle will then be long-term thinking. And what I mean with long-term thinking, that means then planning for your future in years, not in days. It's almost impossible to succeed. Let's say you want to earn $1 million from zero. You start a company from $0 and then earn $1 million after 5 days. You can do it, but it's going to be extremely hard and almost close to impossible. So think in years instead of in days. Think in long term. So why you have to choose this is because great success takes patience, it takes strategy, it takes planning. and it takes time. Short-term thinking leads to frustration, and while long-term thinking creates stability and vision. So you must be you not must be, but you have to learn to be patient and trust the process. By doing that, that will also help going in the long term and help you have success in the long term. Now, how you can develop this, you can do is set a clear 1 year or 5 year or 10-year goals. For example, saying you own a company at the moment, just started it, you are a founder of this and are in your seed stage. Then you can tell yourself, in 5 years or 1 year, I want to be able to earn over $100,000 a month. That could be a long-term goal. That is one thing you could do for the long-term thinking. What you can also do is focus on actions that matter in long term, not the action that gives quick dopamines. The action that gives quick dopamines, it's always the brain always goes for the quick dopamines. This also is being written in the book, as I told you. The brain is very lazy. It goes for quick dopamines. That every brain does that. Every single brain does it. But the quick dopamines is not the best every single time. It's actually mostly not even the best thing. You shouldn't be going for the quick dopamines. What you should be going for is the long-term dopamine. So what you also can do is study people who already achieved what you want. That is what I do myself, and how I actually started myself. And then also review and adjust your long-term plan each month. So think about what your plan is, and if there's any problems that you have seen over the month, then adjust it. Create an even better plan. That's actually how you can develop your long-term thinking. So, next up is the 5th and most important, the 5th principle. The 5th principle, the most important principle of them all, the most common mistake for 95% that make them not able to succeed, is starting. It's simple. If you don't start, how are you then able to succeed? You might be afraid of failure, but does that really matter? To be honest, we all have one life each. We all have one life. And does it really matter what you do? Because anyways, in a couple of years, when you die, after a couple of years, people will forget you. This is a cruel world, but that's how it is. People will forget you after just a couple of years, unless you've done something very big. If you've done something very big that is remembered, then you might be able to be remembered for 100 years, a century. But to be honest, we all have one life. Don't be afraid of failure. It doesn't matter. What kind of failure can if you truly fail, you will also learn something about what you failed in, and then you're able to adjust this failure and learn from it. Myself, I was afraid of doing YouTube videos or Snapchat videos or Reels, of just taking myself out there for billions of people to see, which not billions of people are seeing this, but just sending things out for random people to see this. It was frightening for me. But then I started to think, we all have one life. It doesn't matter if I fail. All that matters is that I try. And all that matters is that I start. Because if you don't start, it's simple, you're not going to succeed. If you don't start, you're not going to succeed. It's very simple. So that's why that is one of the most common goals, because people are afraid of failing. But you don't have to. You only have one life. Go for it. If you want to ask a girl out, go for it. Doesn't matter. What's the worst thing she could say? No, I don't want to go out. Doesn't matter. There's tons of other girls. Or if you want to start your own company, does it matter? If you fail, then you can start again. And if you fail, there won't be a course that will go against you. Listen, just start. You have one life. It's simple. If you don't start, you're not going to succeed in your life. I've learned that, and that's why I've started myself. So how you can develop starting is start before you feel that you're ready. That's what I did. I wasn't ready at all, but I just put myself out there. Just start. Take one step. Just take a small step at a time. Just do it today. Start today. Don't wait tomorrow. If you wait, then you just extend it for each day. So stop overthinking and focus on action. And then also set simple first tasks, like write a plan, send a message to people. If you also want to be more positive, just go out and say, hey, you look good today, to people. Make people happy. Positive energy comes back to you like karma. Positive karma, of course. And then accept that your first version won't be perfect. Of course not. I'm not perfect myself. But it's okay. You can then make yourself a better person by time. But you won't be able to achieve this if you don't start. So, as I've said, if you don't start, you're not going to succeed. So start. It doesn't matter. You have one life, one single life that God has given you. You're a lucky winner, to be honest. But just start. That's all I have to say. Now I'm going to be showing you a document so you can actually see what I've written down to each of this, and then you can take pictures and go off this, and so you can actually think hard on how you are able to make these core principles yourself, or make them, or actually at least do so you are can successfully achieve these principles. Okay, so here I have the document for you guys. Please take notes. This will be important for you guys to succeed. So here are the principles. The first two, discipline and consistency. And also a small on how to be able to develop discipline, develop consistency, and also never giving up, long-term thinking, and then the last most important, starting. So I'm just going to real quick go through these. Close up, there we go. So there we go. Just take pictures, take notes, please do it. I'm gonna just go real quick through it so you guys can pause the video whenever and take notes. There we go. So I hope this gave you a ground knowledge on how you can actually succeed. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please go for it. Don't think about it, just start. Go after these principles so you guys can actually succeed in your life. That's why I've created this YouTube channel and my Instagram and TikTok, so I can inspire people like you guys to start. Start yourself and become successful. That is what I do and why I've started this. So I hope you guys will have a great day, and see you guys in the next video. Have a nice one.